Shadow wave bogs from Inferno. Bird bass, catch a gas face from the curdle. My mudra, turn a palm strike from my Sanskrit. Get a pass on telegraph like I'm rancid. Fly away on parquet like I'm dancing. Inside is mosaic, so the dark and moss be rubbernecking. Outside is ostentatious, squawking goss be uninvested. If y'all is woke, then I must be a comatose poet. I'm not heroic, I'm the ergonomic stoic.
Marguerite, no one is going to make you talk. Possibly no one can. But if you love words, and I think you do, you won't miss the joy of hearing them spoken in your own voice.
Be coming from my ways, be drumming from the bass. You could be my love, you can have your space love, you can have your space love, space love. You can be my love, you can have your space love, you can have your space love, space love. Can I kick it like a baby bump? Too dope to sniff in 1981. Are you too busy to send me a drug? Oh, when I hit it on another plane of existence. Show me how you like it now, feed me that subsistence. I wanna reach into that Fibonacci sequence. Part of you stays with me, orbits of my missions. Where wishes let you guard it. See that me, that floral design. I'll be glowing till I'm prioritized.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom.
They say, yeah, your cup already overflow with enlightenment, but you're trying to figure out which cup that is, you know. You missed the point of the message. It's in the message and the answers in the message.
Beldar waffle maker, mass quantities of consummates. Styrofoam coffee cup, watch your grind off, then it percolates. Fibonacci pharaohs, get it twisted in their Nazca lines. A motif of aversion, a declaration of their paradigm. Prototypos, misspelled to collect corrective, identify. Going slight, whoa, now you detect the threat that you felt inside. It's self-serving like car washes, but did you vacuum as well as buffer out? Interior age with enlightenment, you think it's faded, it just suffers less from its own rumination. Deep thinker, now you in the Mariana Trench, so backwards in achievement that you swam to Mount Everest in a body of water, laying on a spinning disc, asking the outside for forgiveness, while the inner world you forget exists. Now you change the orientation, but you color with the cash balance, the upward facing class challenge, the fear of death, the corrective lens of collective judgment, the perpetual denial that you the one that needs to love it, that you the one that needs to love it.
Say hello in my cipher and a styrofoam. Wait for you to bite me though. Hey, say hello in my scraper on a hyphy though. Wait for you.
You got the morals of the story, but no story of the morals. 3 courses of miracles on the 3rd day of the week. That's miracoles. Communication is the misunderstanding. When they listen to the self-talk, they get the misunderstanding. Take the glitz to the Grammy, beef up the exterior, but you get ripped in a cami. King Capri, live in the wave pool. Cool island off Naples. Italiano, I'm Manfredo. Par Irish, that's why I scrape fools. Not really, I don't put these hands on them. I'm a product of the environment that lies within. So if it's love inside, I side with them. Lord Lorenz told me only cut off fools that hate him first, but he welcomes them back with open arms if you can melt his verse. Let the candles burn, aromatherapy in Tibetanese mantras. The only way I sleep on the floor every night, unless I'm in the bed with freaks. In the bed with freaks, I only know they came if I asked them to, but I learned to sleep on myself like the double mattress do. I got the magic woo.
Late is a place that never comes to from picking a title with no pay stub, with no pay stub. Oh yeah, fate is a castle with no land, waging a battle with no hands, picking a savior with no face love, with no face love. I'm right in the window.
He's right in the window.
I'm right in the window.
He's right in the window.
I'm right in the window.
He's right in the window.
I'm right in the window with no name.
It really trips me out that I used to look at you and be frightened, cause I thought you were someone else. Now the same feeling arises, but it's like yearning to have you here with me. It doesn't make any sense in words, but man, it's very
Passing through buildings, rushing through pain, the rush of the vehicle, the madness of waste. As long as there's motion, you won't see her, you won't see her growing pains. I'm right in the window.
He's right in the window.
I'm right in the window.
He's right in the window.
I'm right in the window.
He's right in the window.
I'm right in the window with no blame.
The way I look at you and you look away from me, it doesn't feel like rejection, it feels like validation. I don't feel like you in a hurry, so I'm kinda waiting for you to unravel yourself to me.
I tell her my secrets, I give her some room. I'm watching the stillness, I'm letting her bloom. But what I can't tell if I was special, if I was special to her change. I'm right in the window.
He's right in the window.
I'm right in the window.
He's right in the window.
I'm right in the window.
He's right in the window.
I'm right in the window, there's no shame.
I want you to ask me questions. It's not like you're prying. I want to be guided to open up myself to you. Have you rolled out your options before accepting what's been given? Remember to word what it is you're really asking for. When you're asking for more, make sure you're not getting less. How would we know if it's everything we wanted without getting to know all of what it is that we really have? We have been through worse on our own. Just imagine how great it would be together. I mean, really, I've just been waiting for you to tell me how you really feel about me. What you have shown me is the reason why I have so much more to tell you. You know, I haven't been this generous with my praises and adorations ever like this in my life. Maybe it's because I've been holding a lot in over time, but really I think it's something that you have that brings it all out. I don't know, over here talking to flowers.
Will it just be me and you?
Center of gravity limited by substance and staccato. You can't keep your insides pretty all day like avocados. Dark matter spread part battered breads, breathing sequences, remastered shatterproof. Sabbath groups, some cattle whoops. Feed our energy to bulbs that sprouted fruit before and after. Now it's proof. Capital One is casual, actual boost, not of ego but of sacredness. Star-born cavemen gather corn and stage to vent. The bottom feeders are the archweb top-tier savage leaders. 1%er beanstalk giant cedars. Inhumane society, a secret life of beasts. Pollinate the hive, it's all we hate, we vibe with. Turn down, reconcile the high pitch frequency of water patterns. Crystalline, capture the bad machines damage. Let engines be run on natural grains of traction. Parasites get sterilized to terrorize the side shift into fit the distant width to paralyze the mind fixed. There's no wrong way, only a right turn, cause the farther we go, I can't teach you any lessons, cause you already know. You already know. Sure. I gotcha.
The plains are decorated with my beautiful colours, and the air is scented with my fragrance. As I embrace slumber, the eyes of night watch over me. And as I awaken, I stare at the sun.
Cold on the streets is that you get by. I'm less than average. How come they gravitate to you at the same time? Nullify your radical patterns, the parcel that you can shape. Anyway, it still doesn't fit into the standard enclosure.
Maybe it's the way that you move from the same fabric at the same time. Drawn from the wrinkle of mishaps. I know it takes some years of digging to bury the code that your real existence is embarrassing though. I'm unoriginal. Plain and simple, I'm unoriginal.
All the methods you taking to stand out basic. All your feeble attempts are futile, baby.
Unoriginal. Plain and simple, I'm unoriginal.
All the methods you taking to stand out basic. All your feeble attempts are futile, baby.
I look at you with a wince, not to question it, it's like sun gazing. Violet petals filter truth once she detects and that's safely. I never ask her to see forward, but merely to be one consideration. Open up your conduction. Maybe it's the way that she makes dreaming intense, but it's the same thing, it's hard to operate when I've been. It took 3 hours preparing stereo beauty, but your whole identity is easy specified truly. Unoriginal.
All the methods you taking to stand out basic. All your feeble attempts are futile, baby.
Unoriginal, plain and simple, unoriginal.
All the methods you taking to stand out basic. All your feeble attempts are futile, baby. They'll still take it, they'll still take it. They'll still fake it, they'll still take it. They'll still take it, they'll still take it. They'll still fake it, they'll still take it.
I am the lover's gift.
Hi, not good enough. Hi. Oh, you're so not good enough. I hear you. I hear you. I hear your voice. I know that you keep telling me that I'm a piece of shit.
I don't wanna escape my rage with razors, whiskey shots and thoughts with tapers. I don't like to distract the hate with passive acts like posting complaints on books with facers. We don't wanna hurt nobody. Violence resorts aren't like Wyndham Hyatt Hilton, where you choke out your existential crisis till you accidentally killed it. I need to practice my own martial arts, cause when I box I strike too rigid. Thinking about all those that switch up on you like a southpaw, flipping they jibbies. Sometimes I feel like I contain all my emotions for too long in the Sufferware. So when you open me up I could be rotten, but really there was so much love in there. Some kings they stress they lose their hair. Some kings they stress they grow their hair. Some kings they know they shouldn't fear, cause there's a princess for every style of hair. Lately I've been practicing what I preach so much there is no one around when I teach it. I can't let people come to my light, I internalize their residues. Onomatopoeia like Adam West when he don't have a partner. It's hard to switch up funny narratives when he don't have a rhymer. God gon' test your measures like little canisters of perfume. When you think your shit ain't right, he'll make your whole stomach gurgle. I lost my keys and I started flipping out. I know it's nothing major, it all worked out, nobody's harm. Stop repressing all your anger, throw it under the bus like, boy, you got some mouth on ya. He got a lot of pain he holding and he'd love to take it out on ya. Diffuse the hatred with essential oils, rise above the drama. When these cheaters say, are you heated next? Say, nah, just pulse it up in the sign of light. Ooh.
Thank you for telling me you're doing your job. Your job is to just repeat beliefs and repeat feelings, and you're just letting me know there's something wrong with me, I'm not good enough, I don't matter, and I hear ya. Thank you, voice. Thanks for letting me know.
Yo, I learned one thing. When you go in different parts of town, you gotta learn how to blend in. Some girls don't know the alphabet. Some girls do.
1976, Laguna, Chevy, muscle flex, 2'5", superhero, bouquet, and a radio fly, floral bell, bottom print, roasted spinach, green, rusty oranges, new kid in town, Jean, Jackie, Glenn, Frey, spiral cone, curl, wavy hair, drugging yesterday, sweetest dancing queen, Abba Zaba, check a flag, be at the house parties, stage while I'm on my Steve Wozniak. Sweaty sloshed alone, saliva particles, yellow water iris is the nightshade to my Horus. The Soviet statesmen say they waterboarding traitors, say they waterboarding traitors. Say she a Tommy boy, I seen her with her clothes off. Say I'm a homebody, tell I'm in the grow house. Say we a mismatch, I say we just some holy socks. Say we no Wu-Tang, bitch look at me, I'm Tony Stark. Roll flowers on my poems, flowers on my poems, flowers on my poems, flowers on my poems. Roll flowers on my poems, flowers on my poems, flowers on my poems. When you choke on it, it makes me moan. Strawberry applesauce, vanilla vodka, mazel tov. Lucy in the sky, battle, no AccuWeather forecast. Different strokes for cylinders, carbon fiber, heather yarn. Pappy Mason, Jamaican queen, drug seizure of my stolen heart. Bitch, look at me, I'm Tony Stark's the way he penning poems on God. He know 5% of just a nation of his monostarry. Yellow water, iris, nectar, turmeric, ginger. Stop eating hog and chicken, still get inflammation when I'm rocking with her. Say she a Tommy boy, I seen her with her clothes off. Say I'm a homebody, tell I'm in the grow house. Say we a mismatch, I say we just some holy socks. Say we no Wu-Tang, bitch look at me, I'm Tony Stark. Roll flowers on my poems, flowers on my poems, flowers on my poems, flowers on my poems. Roll flowers on my poems, flowers on my poems, flowers on my poems. When you choke on it, it makes me moan.
Let's go out to my the little kids running around in the schoolyards. I love you. Keep it good, kids. Cause you know I love you. I'ma always love you forever.
Now, human beings are not as a rule eaten by large creatures. We've got rid of them, things like lions and tigers that chew up on human beings. There are not many of them around. We're eaten instead by tiny creatures. And the morticians are a very vicious group of people.
I made a visit to the underworldly. They said to stop playing with your nose guns and Chiquino worming. I raised my vision to the higher earthlings. They said that maggots yearn to do the dirt for me, to do the dirt for me. Litty bugs wander crossings in the Rodney Dangerfields, kicking over buckets to water bodies that make it heal. Farmers bury automobiles, they used to ride in dirty. A beard with no calluses, like a garden without the worming. Snakes can't defeat the rake, but they shape when all they hoes out. They only learn to cooperate when they only own grow house. Who could foot the bill with all the carbon? He's admitted he's been talking with the flowers. Hope she'll give an inch of system. It's all the ventilation he made to the hill is sunken. Use the mulch as collateral when the ears of corn been dusted. Agricultural, that is growth within the structure. Without a bit of solar heat, the fruit becomes less pungent. Who's gonna stomp the berries without the beat that's bumping? If you can't get the rhyme to whine, then the party is not as jumping. Sight the striping of the livestock to convince the skin in the game. But every ounce of perspiration reeks of death from every poison page.
Continuing into the flow of the course of life, which is the proper thing to do, to make an act of respect to the earth from which you have gained all these the life, and give yourself back to it when you die. After all, that's only courteous.
My inner guidance have told me very clearly, we don't need to try to protect ourselves. We don't need to build a hole in the ground and put a lot of food and guns in there. It's not going to do nothing. We don't need to protect ourselves at any level at all.
Display the angst, the stains, the strain to collect the proceeds of my own. War paint on my case, portray the claims to hang on planes to change the main meaning of my home. War paint on my chains to fame, the aim of shame to swing that mate can't retrieve me from my home.
That's all it is, it's a vibration. We just simply need to be, we need to be in our hearts, not our brains, but also to connect to the heart of the earth.
Yeah. Would you love him as he is, as he ashes flashes passion with painted pattern on his skin. The provider's pride is not phenomenal, it's like his lineage. Take a lotus in the formative years, deform the feather serpent and performs with a spear. Playing in the field with the same abbreviation. DOA, Zona de Silencio, paint the silent spaces. Drill with tail in the hills, Achilles heel. Some feel guilt-free until the war paint risen and spills its hills beams. That is secret sealed, that you can't keep concealing. In the game of quitters, addicted victors, behaviors aren't over till you finish. Polling the revisions, the recreation room got more takers than the givers. War paint the blanket statement, now who's the order giver? If you do so without being told so, you feel as if you own it. Would you give away your home to someone that doesn't even own it? Like an apple out of Edith, she'd like to get with his style if he didn't have a penis. The other tree of life with a vine that is intravenous. War paints are his features. Doing right without a guideline is being wise along deceivers. Washing war paints off right by pipeline. Now who are all these leaders? Who are all these leaders? This way, the plague of brave invades to rain the waves, stealing up my home. Woman on my place, display the eggs that stays the strain to claim the proceeds of my home. War paint on my case, portray the claims that hang on planes to change the main meaning of my home. War paint on my chains to fame, the aim of shame to swing that mate can't retrieve me from my home.
From our heart to her hearts we connect, and then further from there to the heart of the sun. So we have both mother and father. And when we connect in that way, it creates a vibration within us. It's a frequency, it's a very, very specific vibration. And that is all that's required. That when a person holds that vibration, they don't have to worry where they are, so they're not going to be harmed. It may look like magic. It may absolutely do. You may be seeing mountains going up and down around you, but you will not be harmed because you hold this frequency. And that's, this is what I'm being told, is this is all that you have to do.
My benefactor's question has meaning now. Does this path have a heart? If it does, the path is good. If it doesn't, it is of no use. Both paths lead nowhere, but one has a heart, the other doesn't. One makes for a joyful journey as long as you follow it. You're one with it. The other will make you curse your life. One makes you strong, the other weakens you.
Yeah, the way you paint is set up, it makes you think that you are lacking love, but really having excess. The way your love is set up, it makes you think that you are doing it wrong, but well in fact, you are an expert. Samurai Jack, Sun Brown, India, Ari, Anthony Sabato went to General Hospital. Wanted to extract the venom in the OR. McDreamy told them that you at the wrong door. Make your way to the change of thinking, that's intensive care. Like cucumber, melon, face a pear. Bossa Nova, Nissan Titan, singing poison in your mind like a suicidal Danny McBride. The dirty players looking for the scorecard. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar got the most personal fouls. Give away your venom like a mercantile. That doesn't extract the feeling, you just another biter of my burger style. So many hate their slavery so much they wish it on another. They feel as if he could be like me, then we would have a brother. The beetle crosses the road trap, but hovering over the gold sap. As he circumvents his venom, he turns into a clone cat. Every time the pain pulse, I shoot love out like a beacon. We out here for the givers, any takers, here's my genius. It doesn't work if you're skeptic, cause that means you're on biggest suspect. My advice for you as a spice guru: paint with garlic as a necklace, do some cayenne pepper stretches, dance with rosemary while you make an ordinary breakfast. Too familiar when my Venus is your Lilith love beckons, and the dancers with the shields in the village bless us. Lord bless us, Lord bless us, Lord bless us. Yeah, Tiger Lily said eat up for breakfast, no tequila, honey lime, margarita on your back end. God bless, bless, God bless, bless, God bless. Deep in the natty bush like a wild thornberry. Misery loves company, the lovers rock a work to carry the alpha female as she acts with eyes clearly. Capadonna, Lion King, relax along, enjoy the scenery. All lovers see come from Mother Earth, the Mary. All the lovers see come from Mother Earth, the Mary Jane Fonda. So much love focusing in on plain doctor. He the healer without a manuscript. He the healer, he plant the flower not in your swish. He wait for the autumn to harvest the whole payload. He no gelato lover, he yellow cake the flame glow. Form the muddy water into a pueblo.
The devil's weed nearly killed me every time I tried to use her. Once it was so bad I thought I was finished. And yet I could have avoided all that pain. How? Is there a special way to avoid pain? Yes, there's a way.
Message.
Nasty Dreadlock Boi. Nasty Dreadlock Boi. Nasty Dreadlock Boi.
Paper bags with the grease stain on it. Brown cigars with the good laid on it. Cold white tees with the kush stank on it. Blue Oldsmobiles with the push up on it. Navigate the bridge with the shipment on him. Medicated trade with no witness on him. Staying on the level cause no mischief on him. No diamonds on his chain but the gates stay golden. Materializes peace with the thief he going. Flipping signposts whichever way he going. Isolation self from how deep he going. Bring it all together cause there's no opponent. Forgive you for your vibes, how he sees the moment. Usability, he only sees the moment. Love across his galaxy in a sea's emotion. Speak under respect, it's only speech alone. Another open book, which way you want it. Spirit guided wisdom, the truth is showing. Activate the chains from the deep unconscious. Patronize the planes with the mystic knowledge. Step into the peace till the sleep is woken. Get into the rift to increase the focus. Elevate the current till the beast is broken. If you feed too many needs in the shadow surface. Dreadlock Boi with the flowers on him. Caramelized skin with medallions on him. Minimalist till he travels formless. Galvanized gold with the California. No attachment to the way he holding. No head trips, that is mental progress. More love than any words can crown it. Dreadlock Boi, smell the flowers on it. 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 Skin deep in a silent space, lay the lamb with many faces. Wouldn't turn down any seeker, he no sage, he like a raven. Prospectors, they poke fun at he from the way he prays and praises. But they wish him for the freedom that he shares with all his patrons. He met this little lion girl and they shared the bowl of sacred. She said, I'll leave my flower scent, so when I'm gone you can taste my fragrance. Now his grace don't run away, his grace don't turn away, his faith don't run away, his face don't turn away, they say.
Cause to make bush medicine you have to be mystic. See, because it takes spiritual ingredients. It's not just getting the bush and putting them together.
Throw it back, make it pop like a snapper. Asian pears are juicier than apples. Call her up, she tell me arigato. Throw up the itchy bomb in the photo when I snap you. Hot sour soup, I stay away from wonton. Champion sound like Buju Banton. Feel the Johnny Depp without the Tim Burtons. What date Gilbert's grape must have been your girlfriend. She's silly awkward, she says all the wrong things. But when it comes to making love, she call me Daddy Long King. He weird standoffish, don't fit in the hot scene. But when it comes to loyalty, he ride or die for one queen. Lemongrass mixed with brown vanilla. Don't play with chicken ham, them catch salmonella. Put off the Netflix, put off the chiller. Tap into a glass of Jamaican sarsaparilla. Don't force it, make it natural. When it works out, we create something magical. Fish swim against the stream with no pressure, and water flows in a vortex directions. The way we dance it, don't grind, it's slow wine. Centered in the heart, connected through the mind. The way he sings, it ain't always on time, but when he find the rhyme, he always catch the vibe. Go to the preacher man, tell him he a liar. Go to the president, tell him that he fired. Go to police police officers, tell them I'll retire. Go to university, tell them that we hire. Different flowers from the same buyer, many styles from the same supplier, many loves that I never transpire. Leave the tiger weeping like Prophet Jeremiah. Taste Nate, he the Cali sun. Lord Lorenz, he the Texas flood. Put them together, you can grow a temple of star flowers, hexadecimal. The golden section where all the lines meet up. What is formed in nature, not easily repeated. Holy Trinity like mind, body, spirit. Catch me, I'm the water flowing through the river. Tell them 1-0, tell them 1-0. Asa, hero. Cucumber water, no Pepsi Cola. Black Madonna in Chestercova. Check the medicine, it stems from Kemet like Malcolm X. We never land on Plymouth. Funny style, he never been no gimmick. So if you have a problem, go ask my dentist. Check the grill.
Music is for a week. And if you can get people happy, make them dance in the circumstances and the situation that they're living in, financially and politically, and they can be dancing irrespective of the circumstances, well, you can awaken them and make them dance to their awakening too.
This flower has no problems, and even when it comes to die, it's not a problem, it just dies.
When the night is young and the land is dark and the moon is the only that I will see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me, darling, 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 darling. Won't you stand, won't you stand, won't you stand by me? If the sky we look upon shall tumble and fall in the mountain, they should crumble to the sea. I won't cry, I won't cry. Don't cry. No, I won't cry. No tears. Just as long as you stand by me, darling, 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 darling. Won't you stand, won't you stand, won't you stand by me, darling, 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 darling. Won't you stand, won't you stand, won't you stand, won't you stand by me, by me, by me. Won't you stand whenever you're in trouble? You can stand by me.
As we rode to the station, Dr. Carver said, last night as I rode to the auditorium, I was holding a little white flower in my hand all the way. And in the silence while we rode, I was talking to it and it was talking to me. It told me some wonderful things, and the flowers had never failed to tell me the truth. It told me that there's going to be a great spiritual awakening in the world, and it's going to come from people up here, from people connected with you and me. Hey.
Twisted my proclamation for the road, for the road. I know it's lonesome on the road, sending off silent gazes as we rode, as we rode. You not very far but still not close, 'cause you're closed. And I am open, frozen ojos, oh so frozen, broken ojos, oh so broken. You don't know that you've been chosen to awoken, you've been chosen to awoken, but you don't know.
Yeah. Decisions, yeah. Inner indecision isn't part of our hopes, yeah. Vision, intuition, that's the start of our growth, yeah. 3 initiation with 1 Kabbalion. An Egyptian pyramid with 1 eye broke. Bright light, the mystic man lives. Shine paradise from drifting hydrangea. Trumpet line is like a jasmine. I reached out to touch once like it was the last time. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you. I love you.
Exhibit my devastation in the grove, in the grove. There's many lights, but not enough of you. Open holes, you gotta grow past petty play.
basement. You gotta flow through collective gauges. Truth be told, I'm not alone.
There's many side dreams. They spend the night reading conductive cycling to put what they know right inside me. It's monocytes. We are twins. We have to find things on our own. We have to mind read so we don't get.
Had a line speech, missing phone. Yeah, taste snake, like the way with your glaring beatbox shining on your best mate. Something like McFerrin banging on his chest plate. Katana in the mirror, make guitar, I want a blade change. Nerds of paradise, undercompensate our brainwaves. Function in conjunction with a heart-centered frame rate on a canvas of pastels, where the palette starts to somersault. Sound gazes through aperture, the lens starts to waterfall. Are you the wonder whooping all the sadness from the battle call? Not trading spirit gods for a demigod. I said I feel your pain that put me on Demerol. No member berries, just some Dragon Balls. Yeah. So happy together. Yeah. Now how is the weather? Standard deviation of a rose. 12 counting 4 fingers and 4 toes. Multiply that by the amount of limbs you grow as you count the rivets of this Rosetta Stone. My limbic system plays essential roles of replaying past experiences so I can show all that I've been feeling when I'm below. But this is non-sequential to our growth. Ravenous for knowledge and thirsty for connection. My remedy for toxic placebo affection. Located in a prayer jar. Take a piece of God with you as you travel on. Take a piece of God with you as you travel on. All in all, from the flower to the roots, all in all is God.
The outside world opened to their mind, but also the inside world, because they were quick to understand it.
Transparent flowers are the looking glass where the unknown is spotted. Blooming something that is strange to touch. You feel it when you focus in. How can you control a movement that is in another corolla? There was one sacred sound that makes sure all the needs are met. Typical flowers. Bunch of typical flowers. Some typical flowers. We just some typical flowers.
The pedal wants you to away with me. Falling down just to stay with me. The visual wants to play with me. Blown away, don't stay with me. Blown away, don't stay with me. The pistol feels like it's made for me. The stem sways in the waves to breathe. Receptacle wants to play with me. Blown away, pollinate with me. Blown away, pollinate with me.
Like the Colonel, Operation Valkyr ordered, watching corruption entrenched in water. If I make it to the border, Coyote Ugly tune into a tulip, working towards tuition in the school of house rock. Answer planet Janet, show me where your moon is. Rose from Earth, I'm barely used to crooning.
Dream tear loud as free, barren house of green. Harry Dow should bring back my house with the shipment from the throat. Those Cocopalians came to elope in my soil, now we walk.
Taste Nate the father, agronomist, man-made. Parenthood is planned, but it's plant-based. One night standoffish cause my lamp's shady. Lord witness net neutrality in the cosmic alignment. Giving peace of solar with a missing consignment. Jean Dominique when the freedom is fighting. Yellow cake radio, target missiles at science. Twist not shout until I breathe out my sciatica. I will be the missing link until I find my Agatha.
With me, falling down just to stay with me. The visual wants to play with me. Blown away, don't stay with me. Blown away, don't stay with me. The pistol feels like it's made for me. The statement sways in the waves to breathe. Receptacle wants to play with me. Blown away, pollinate with me. Blown away, pollinate with me.
Just some typical flowers. Bunch of typical flowers. Just some typical flowers.